Hey VC, how you doing? This is Christian down here in Santiago, Chile. Long time no see. This is my attempt to jump into this very cool thread. I think it was started by Big Daddy Glen Kellaway from the basement, and I've seen a couple of responses by Steve, although was Stage, Aaron, and a couple of other cool guys. So I'm going to do what Aaron did doing a twofer, showing my 10 favorite bands from the UK and from the United States. I'm going to start with I think with the bands from the US, and these are in alphabetical order. I'm going to show some CDs, tapes, cassettes. No, one cassette and some records. One of the bands I really like, and it's not mostly heavy metal or hard rock or thrash, stuff like that, but it's a really cool band. This is the last studio album they did a couple of years ago. They are back together, well, the two main guys, but they have put only, I think, an EP with covers from 1972, and recently a live record from Shake Your Money Maker. This is the Black Crowes. This is the last studio album. This is a War Paint. This is a good one, not one of the best, but this is one of my favorite American bands. I really like them from the start back in the early 90s. Black Crowes. Second band is one of my favorite hard rock bands from the LA scene from the 80s. Always loved this band. Their first four records, I think, are mandatory for everybody, for any hard rock fan who like the melodic hard rock, good songs, catchy tunes, killer guitar work from George Lynch, and of course I'm talking about Token, the band. This is under lock. Tooth and Nail. This is my This is my Chilean cassette from back in the day. As you can see, everything I have shown a couple of times. Everything is written in Spanish. This is the artwork. So there it goes. Next, one of a really cool band that have played here in Chile a couple of times. I think 3 or 4 times. I've only seen, unfortunately, one. I think it was in 1996. I think, doing the tour for the third album. Awesome show, a great performance. I always like this band very much. I have all the studio albums here in my discography, and it's Living Color. This is the last studio album. This is a Shade. Great stuff. There it goes. Hope they put up some new stuff soon than later, because I think they are a really good band that we need to listen more. So there it goes. Living Color. Next, a band that needs no introduction, that again has played here in Chile many times. They are very popular here. Every time they play here, they sold out all the venues that they play. It's Megadeth. I have seen them, I think, 3 or 4 times here. This is End Game. Next, the band that's been in every newspaper, every review, all over the media. It's Metallica. This is Clemo, one of my favorite bands. No need to argue. You can say the latest stuff is not as good as this one, but it's in Metallica. It's one of the biggest band in rock and heavy metal. Yeah. This is, of course, Clemo from back in the day. This is my OG from back in the day. I love this album very much. It's not my favorite, but I like this one very much. Next one, another band I have seen many times here. I think I've seen them 3 times. Yep. One opening for the reunion of Faith No More many years ago, and a couple of times doing some evenings with them. It's Primus. This is the last studio album, the Saturating 7. This is kind of a concept album based on a book by the Italian writer. Yes, I think. Yes, I think I'm positive. this is really good because this is the return with the classic lineup of Larry Lalonde, Tim Herb, Alexander, and of course Les Claypool on bass. So there it goes, Primus. Next, the other band that I love very much from Los Angeles. This is Rat and Invasion of Your Privacy. I think this is the one I like the best. I like the most. Sorry, Invasion of Your Privacy. Next, from I think they are from Sacramento, if I'm correct. Tesla. The Great Radio Controversy. Next we have the Mighty Dio. Sorry about the glare. And with the last in line. Sorry about the glare. And finally, yes, this band, I like them very much. I think I like all the catalog, well, except the last two. No, the only album they did, of course, with Gary Tyrone, and I like everything with David Lee Roth and with Sammy Hagar. It's Van Halen with the 1994 major album. A big change in the sound because, of course, we all know Eddie was very interested in playing and using and practicing and discovering the keyboard. So this is a very keyboard influence, very keyboard oriented album, but you can't deny Van Halen's influence in all the 80s music we have. And next, let's go with the UK bands and try to do it a little bit faster so you won't be too bored. First, some classic bands, of course, Black Sabbath, Paranoid. We all know this album. Next, Deep Purple with In Rock. I think this is my favorite album by them. Next, a band with a really small, not so small catalog, but very underrated in my opinion. It's Fastway with this is the debut album with Fast Eddie Clark, Jerry Shirley from Humble Pie, and an unknown guy, Dave King on vocals. Awesome album. Next, another big band. You can deny the influence of the Mighty Sepp with Physical Graffiti. Another one of the bands I love them very much. It's Queen. This is jazz. Another band, also like them very much. It's Raven. This is the All for One. I need to see them live. It's one of the bands that I really would love to see. I don't know if they have played here in Chile. I don't think so, but that would be awesome to see them. Who knows? Of course, this one, it's a band. I think this is kind of a acquired taste because back in the day you don't like them very much because when you were young you were discovering another type of music, more extreme, more fast, more aggressive, more juvenile, if you can say. But this one is a band that it's you need to listen to them carefully, pay attention to the music, to the lyrics, to everything they put together. Of course, it's Pink Floyd. This is The Dark Side of the Moon. This is the Immersion box set. There it goes. One of my most precious treasures. And finally, Whitesnake. Yes, I like them very much. This is their 1997 self-titled album, but here in Latin America they put 1997. I know I think the UK and the US version does not have this one. There it goes. The two ones, The Mighty Priest, Coming for Vengeance, the creators of the founding fathers of heavy metal, heavy metal. If you want to show somebody what's heavy metal all about, you have to show Judas Priest any album. I think it would be mandatory to have in the collection. And finally, a band that you already know I was going to show. They are my favorite band. I have seen them, I think, 5 or 6 times here in Chile. Every time they play, they sold out They started with a kind of small sports arena. Now they play big football stadiums, and they sold out every time they play here in Chile. They have been here 7 times. I have seen them 5 or 6 times. They have recorded, of course, a very good DVD, live concert. I'm talking, of course, Maiden. This is my favorite band, without a question. This is, I think, maybe one of my favorite albums. It depends. Sometimes it's this one, or it's Peace of Mind, but it's Maiden. You already know they were going to show up in this video. So that's it. That's my entry, Twofer, so you won't be seeing me too many times. Hope you like it. Try to do some contest entry. Try to show something I have bought. Not so many things, but that will be maybe in a couple more weeks ahead. This is Christian, down here in Santiago, Chile, saying goodbye. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.